everyone, I'm finally home from work, so I can finally look at the Women's Prize long list announcement. I literally, every time I opened Instagram today, which was only like twice, I would cover the screen and like, that's how I would do it, because I did not want to be spoiled. So we're gonna react to the Women's Prize. I'm not going to share my screen. I can't bother recording my screen because I don't want to really edit this much. Women's Prize. I'll just go to the home page. I'm like covering the screen so I don't really necessarily see it unless I see the announcement. Oh, I was so excited I didn't even get my microphones. Doesn't matter. My internet is slow. Okay, accept prizes. Women's Prize for Fiction. I had a really long day. 2 students fought in my class. I had to break it up. It was intense. Anyway. Oh Lord, my internet is so slow. How are we all going? Are we excited about the long list? Where's the announcement? Oh, I think I got it. It's loading. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on, so I'm gonna go on Instagram instead. It's saying my connection is all weird. That's my dog. He got a toy. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there he is. Hunter, can you please? Okay, ready? Ooh. Okay. The fuck? Okay. Let's have a look at this. I would have preferred just a photo instead of a video. Anyway. Okay, so Hangman by Maya Binyam. Have absolutely no idea. Never heard of it. That did not even show up in people's predictions. In Defense of the Act by Effie Black. Again, have no idea what this book is. Maybe we'll have a look at some of the Goodreads reviews. And Then She Fell by Alicia Elliott. Another one I have absolutely no idea about. The Wren by Anne N. Wright. We expected The Wren. Well, not expected, but it was one that was mentioned a few times. The Maiden by Kate Foster. Have absolutely no idea. Brotherless Night by V.V. Ganeshanathan. Restless Dolly Maunder by Kate Grenville, which was mentioned. Was it Dusty Book Sniffers? Pretty sure she did. Enter Ghost by Isabella Hamad. Oh, I'm really happy that they did that, actually. Good. Soldier Sailor by Claire Kilroy, which I kind of was waiting for. 8 Lives of a Century-Old Trickster by Mireille Lee, which was another one that was mentioned. Was it by Dusty Book Sniffers? That was mentioned. The Blue Beautiful World by Karen Lord. Absolutely no idea. Western Lane by Chetna Maru, which is a booker. They seem to do at least one book from like the previous year's Booker Prize. Night Bloom, which we had, by Peace Adzomedi. Ordinary Human Failings by Megan Nolan, which is really interesting, actually. I didn't necessarily think it would be on the long list, which is, this is a good list, actually. River East, River West by Albie Ray Lascure, which was one that was mentioned by Eric Carl Anderson and a few other people, actually. A Trace of Sun by Pam Williams. I feel like I haven't heard of a majority of the books here. And I also want to say, not books that we expected. A lot of people expected Julia by Sandra Newman to be a shoo-in. Tom Lake by Anne Patchett to be a shoo-in. Very interesting, very interesting. I think booktube got a couple right. This is really interesting. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel both excited and kind of like, Okay, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I feel like it's a mixture of big and small books. It's a mixture of genres. I am quite interested, I feel, in these books. I wonder, let's start with, I'm not gonna read the blurbs out because that's quite boring. But let's just like have a Google search, you know? So the first one is Hangman. Ooh. Okay, so it's about the diaspora and the impossibility of Black refuge in America and beyond. Ooh, okay. It's a debut, which I was expecting a lot of debuts, to be honest, on the long list. It's a 3.85, which is pretty good. He's on a mission. A man returns to sub-Saharan Africa after 26 years in America. When he arrives, he doesn't recognize the country or anyone in it. Thankfully, someone recognizes him. A man who calls him brother, setting him on a quest to find his real brother who is dying. Okay, an existential journey, a tragic farce, a slapstick comedy. There's quite a lot happening in this book according to the blurb. I feel like it might be about death. We'll see. Okay, that sounds good. I am interested in that. In Defense of the Act by Effie. I like the cover, it's pink. As you can tell, pink is my favorite color. Are we more like a coffee bean, a carrot, or an egg? What happens to us when we are boiled in the trials and tribulations of life? We cry in a corner. Or underneath the covers of our bed. That's what we do. Jessica Miller is fascinated by the somewhat perplexing tendency of humans to end their own lives. Can she still defend the act of suicide? What? It's a very vague. This feels very emotionally intense. So I am actually would like to read that. And Then She Fell. These are the books that I just don't know. Like, I don't know anything about. I've never heard of them. It's about a young Indigenous woman. Where is it based? In Canada. Okay. I really hope there's an Aussie. Is Kate Grenville Aussie? Because I wanted at least an Aussie on the list. She's Australian. We have an Aussie on the long list. Okay, The Wren of the Wren I kind of know about. The Maiden. Like, how do they find these books? Oh wait, no, it gets sent to them, obviously. Come on. Inspired by a real life case. What is it about? Okay, it's about a murder. She's been charged with the murder of her lover. This sounds interesting. Sign me up. What else is there? Brotherless Night. Let's have a look at this one. The cover is enchanting. So this is about a woman tries to protect her dream of becoming a doctor as civil war devastates Sri Lanka. Oh, interesting. Set during the early years of Sri Lanka's 3 decades civil war. I don't know much about Sri Lankan history, which is unfortunate, so this will be really good. Actually, this will be really good. 348 pages as well. Sounds good. Enter Ghost, Soldier Sailor, I know. Western Lane, I know. Oh, I think A Trace of Sun, I don't know what this is. Rafe is left behind in Grenada when his mother, Scylla, follows her husband to England. When they are reunited 7 years later, they are strangers, obviously. A Trace of Sun is in part inspired by the author's own family experience. This was published a few days ago, and the emotional impact of that separation leads to events that rips their family apart. Okay, so we have quite a lot of very emotionally intense books on this list, which we expected. This is an intense one, and nothing that I necessarily would have predicted. How do we feel about this? Kind of like that there's a lot of unknowns, well, at least to me, in this list, but what else do we feel? I really hope this long list is better than last year's long list. Last year's long list killed me. Let's be honest, last year's long list was kind of trash. I say with love and affection, but let's hope. Am I gonna read this? I have no idea. I would really love to, but babes, I have not been reading. I've been too busy working to make a living. Ugh. Anyway, I am interested. I feel like I'll see what happens, but I feel like I might start on the smaller books first, if I was to read the long list. In terms of like, we've got in terms, I need to finish sentences. In terms of the like books that are mentioned from other booktubers, I feel like majority of these books were mentioned at least once. Did they make, like, were they mentioned quite often? Not necessarily. I feel like The Wren was mentioned, Soldier Sailor, Enter Ghost, Night Bloom was mentioned quite a few times. River East was mentioned a couple times, Ordinary Human Failings was mentioned a couple times, Western Lane also. I think Restless Dolly Maunder was only mentioned once, and I'm pretty sure that was by Dusty Book Sniffers. And the 8 Lives of a Century-Old Trickster was also mentioned at least twice. So like a few were mentioned, but I don't think we were expecting a long list like this. This is very exciting. Okay. Tell me your thoughts, tell me your feelings. Are we going to be reading the long list? Let me know. I just want to say thank you to your support for the past video, my last video. It was really fun, but I didn't take as much time as I would have liked to take in creating it. But thanks anyway for your comments and everything. I can't believe it's here already. Take care and stay safe. Happy reading. I will see you next time.